Hey guys, what's going on? Hey, it's Lee Godbold with Junk Removal Authority here on a rainy afternoon or rainy morning in North Carolina. I want to talk to you today about price increases. We recently just instituted, with our junk removal company, Junk Doctors, we recently just instituted our second price increase this year. We have made it a policy since we started in business, where each year we raise prices at least once, oftentimes twice every single year. So what I want to do, I want to dare you right now. We just instituted, it was close to 5% increase. I want to dare you to raise your prices about 5% and see what the hell happens. Because what you're going to find is you're probably going to get absolutely no pushback. You're going to simply make 5% more money. And the nice thing about a price increase is a 5% price increase goes straight to your bottom line. You're still paying the same expenses. That's not changing. This goes straight to your bottom line, and all of a sudden you're making 5% more profits on your business, and that can be a big deal. The key to it, 100% the key to it, is oftentimes price increases fail because the business owner does not, one, quote prices accurately if he's still providing quotes, because he feels guilty about the price increase. He's not confident. And two, he doesn't properly train his people to be confident in the price increase. So both himself and his people are going to be used to the prices you were charging before, and it's very easy to feel guilty and feel like you're overcharging customers. And as soon as you hesitate when giving an estimate, you're opening the room up for negotiation. So you need to get, as soon as you look at the price, you walk right up and say, okay, customer, looked at what you have. You've got a full truckload. That's going to run $575. Simply need your signature right here and we'll get started. Bam. Knock that out right there. Be confident and act like there is no room for negotiation, and it'll be amazing how few people actually negotiate with you. Hey, now if you go out there and you quote the price confidently, you have somebody who wants to negotiate, they probably would have negotiated. If you're at $575 now, you were at $545, they probably would have negotiated at $545. Some people are just going to negotiate. It's up to you to decide if it's worth coming down on the price. And if it is, go ahead and do it. Hell, you're already out there. You've incurred the expense to get on site. As long as they're not wanting it for ridiculously cheap, maybe it is worth coming down a little on your price. You got that option, but you might as well quote high at the start and see if you can get that extra money. Because like I said, most people that negotiate at $575 would negotiate at $545, $500, $400. They're just going to negotiate at whatever you throw out there. Raise those prices up, guys. We've never seen pushback. Like I said, 1 or 2 times a year we raise prices. Never once have we seen a decrease in business. It's always maintained, maybe even gotten busier. We simply just make more money. So yeah, at some point, there's a point where you can hit. We're not going to go from $575 to $775 or something like that. We're probably going to get pushback. But little increases at a time, we never get pushback on. We first started out, we got a business back in 2012 when we got our first dump truck. We started out at $395 for a full load. I think at that point, Got Junk was like $450 or $475 or something. We're now $575 for a full load. We think Got Junk's around $575 or $580. So the price points are extremely close. The nice thing is every time we raise prices or they raise prices, we tend to raise them about the same time. So what happens is, as a whole, the market is pushing itself up. Customers are still willing to pay it. We have yet to hit that price point where customers are no longer willing to pay. Y'all got to get confident, guys. Y'all got to be confident in your service. You got to go out there and charge enough, because here's the deal. You're not going to be able to market right if your prices aren't high enough. You ain't going to be able to do Google Ads if you sit there and you're charging $395 for a full load. There ain't enough money to be made. You got to get your prices up to be able to compete well on Google Ads. If you want to hire a good SEO company, you can't afford $1,000, $1,500, or $2,000 a month if your prices ain't there. There's not enough margin. There's not enough meat on that bone for you to feed multiple people. You're just trying to feed yourself with that little amount. You got to be able to feed multiple people to maximize your business. You got your Google Ads company, you got your SEO, you got to pay Google, and then you need to hire people. You ain't gonna be able to hire people. You guys can get away with charging $395 or $400 or whatever for 15 cubic yards, depending on your market. Some of you guys, needs to be a lot higher than that. But in this market, there's guys out there that can get by on $400. For a full load, because they're on the truck. Their overhead's a lot lower. But if you sit there and you add in what am I paying myself hourly, a lot of these guys ain't making but 10 or 12 bucks an hour. Hell, you can go get a job for another junk removal company. You come work for Junk Doctors and we'll pay you, if you're good, we'll pay you $15, $17, $19 an hour, and you got to deal with half the bullshit. You just go out there and take care of it. So you guys aren't demanding enough. You are not demanding pay. You deserve to be paid for the risk that you've taken by starting your own business, from the immense hours that you put into your business. You got to get those prices up. You got to be able to hire employees. You know, if you guys ever want to get off the truck, if you ever want to grow at a real business and not just own your job, you've got to hire employees. You cannot hire employees without raising your prices and making a good margin, because you got to pay them. You got to pay them a good wage right now too, because you know, 3% national unemployment, something crazy. Never been this low ever, at least not since the 1960s. 3% unemployment, best economy that in 4 generations or whatever. So just crazy good economy right now. It makes it hard to hire people. So you got to pay them well. You got to have workers' compensation insurance. Otherwise, you'll get ruined. If somebody gets injured, you don't have workers' compensation insurance, they're going to bust your ass. And they're going to throw you. You're probably going to lose your house. You could lose your business. That limited liability company you set up, that LLC you set up, if you don't have workers' comp, somebody gets injured, bad injured, they come after you, they can pierce that corporate veil. You better damn believe it. So they'll go straight after everything you have. Guys, you got to be insured. Do not cut corners on workers' comp. You've got your Medicare, Social Security, and all that kind of stuff that's got to get paid. Don't be paying these guys under the table. If you guys want a real business, you pay them by check or direct deposit. You pay your taxes. You do what you're supposed to do. That way you can go out and actually get a loan. That way you're not running scared. All of you guys sitting there paying cash out every single day to your employees, you guys are afraid to expand. But why? Because you get so much cash in. That cash has got to go somewhere. What are you going to do? Stick it in your mattress? Your house catches on fire, you lose everything you have. You can't put it in the bank. You put it in the bank, there's a trail. You guys need to be doing this stuff legal-like. The only way to pay your taxes is to get those prices up. That way you have enough meat on the bone to pay the tax man. If you ever want to fix trucks, you guys, we always got to fix trucks. You guys sitting there running real razor-tight margins, what's going to happen when you have a $7,000 engine or transmission that goes out, or a $12,000 engine? You're going to get your ass busted is what's going to happen. You've got to be saving up that money so you can afford to pay that repair bill when it comes around. If you guys want to expand, if you guys want to replace a truck, money has to be there to have that happen. You got to quit looking at the effort you're putting forth on the job. You're not an employee. You're not just being paid for the effort that's being put forth on that one job. You're being paid for all the insurance you have to pay, the equipment you have to maintain, the equipment you have to purchase, the people you have to manage, and the time that it takes to do all of that back-end work. Charge more. Then if you ever want to get those supervisors, like I said, so you can get off the truck and get the business managed, and you can go take a vacation, charge more. Guys, in order for you to grow your business, in order for you to actually be free in your life, we all get in business because we want freedom. And most people, what happens is you just become a slave to your business. You don't gain any freedom. You do it for 5 or 6 years. You make a little bit of money. You never take a vacation. You work your ass off 70, 80 hours a week. And then you finally quit because you get sick and tired of it after about 5 years and you have absolutely nothing to show for it. Charge enough. Get your prices up where you're profitable and you're going to build one hell of a business. If there's any way at all we can help you guys, our call center services, our Google Ads services, whatever, we have services available to you that will maximize your business and make your life a hell of a lot easier. But guess what? We're going to charge for it. And if your prices are not high enough, we can't help. Check us out at junkra.com, 919-617-1975. This is Lee Godbold with Junk Removal Authority, and we'll be back before you know it. Thanks, guys.